American history is a tapestry woven with triumphs and achievements, yet also shadowed by moments that reveal darker aspects of the nation's past. Today, we'll explore some of the lesser discussed events that remind us how far we've come and how far we still have to go. The story of dark American history begins with the very foundation of the country, slavery. For over 2 centuries, millions of African men, women, and children were forcibly removed from their homelands and subjected to brutal conditions in the Americas. This horrific institution was deeply entrenched in the economic, cultural, and political fabric of the early United States. The effects of this painful legacy are still deeply felt today, influencing contemporary discussions on race and justice. Another shadow that looms over American history is the treatment of indigenous peoples. Throughout the 19th century, the United States expanded westward, often at tremendous cost, to Native American tribes. Policies like the Indian Removal Act of 1830 forced thousands to leave their ancestral lands, leading to the infamous Trail of Tears. Many indigenous cultures were decimated, their lands seized, and their rights neglected. This dark chapter is a sobering reminder of the price paid for territorial expansion and economic gain. The 20th century also had its share of dark moments, exemplified by the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. In 1942, in the wake of the attack on Pearl Harbor, over 120,000 individuals of Japanese descent, including U.S. citizens, were forcibly relocated to internment camps. Stripped of their liberties and possessions, these Americans endured harsh conditions based solely on fear and racial prejudice. This egregious violation of civil rights serves as a powerful lesson on the dangers of wartime hysteria and discrimination. Further complicating America's narrative are the struggles for civil rights. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s was a pivotal response to centuries of segregation and inequality. While it achieved significant victories, such as the Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act, the journey was marked by resistance, violence, and personal sacrifice. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks are celebrated today, but the path to equality was fraught with peril and injustice. America's environmental history also contains darker elements, from the exploitation of natural resources during the Industrial Revolution to the ongoing challenges of environmental racism. Disproportionate exposure to pollution and hazardous conditions in predominantly minority communities highlights the intersection of environmental and social justice issues. These concerns continue to challenge modern society, urging us to consider the impact of our actions on both people and the planet. In confronting these dark elements, it's essential to remember that history is not just a chronicle of past events, but a canvas upon which we paint our future. By acknowledging these difficult truths, we honor the experiences of those who suffered and help ensure that such injustices are not repeated. As we strive for a more just and equitable society, reflecting on the past can illuminate the path forward. Through understanding and dialogue, we can better appreciate the complexities of our nation's history and work collectively towards a brighter future. Each story, no matter how dark, offers an opportunity to learn and grow, reminding us that knowledge is indeed power.